This is TWiT.
How about this HP Spectre? This is kind of cool.
Yeah, have you seen this, Leo?
I haven't, but it's a signature PC?
No, not exactly. So this is something that HP has made and they're selling. And they're selling exclusively through Best Buy retail stores in the United States if you want to buy it in a store, which means that Microsoft can't sell it, which means that there can't be a signature PC version of it.
Oh, Microsoft has to sell the signature PCs?
Yeah. So, but one of the cool things about it is that it's basically about as craft-free as you can get from a PC maker. I mean, there's a couple of things.
Boy, from HP, that's saying a lot because they're kind of known
well,
for...
but, you know, so the interesting backstory to this, and this guy's a friend of mine, so I don't want to, you know, I want to be upfront about this, but I mean, honestly, the guy who's responsible for all the great stuff happening at HP is this guy, Mike Nash, who used to work at Microsoft. And, you know, he just actually got promoted, but he was, for the past few years, running their consumer PC division. Now I think he's basically seeing all PCs. But the Stream 11 and 13 laptops, it was such a big deal last holiday season. The Stream 7 and 8 tablets, those are his babies. And so now he's taking this kind of approach to a higher end part of the market. But the thing I really like about the Spectre is that it looks like a laptop, looks like a really high-end laptop. It doesn't look exactly like a MacBook Air, which a lot of Windows laptops do. Still very much a premium device, though. It also does that 360 thing where it flips around into a tablet, but if you were just looking at it, you would assume it was an Ultrabook. There's nothing about it to suggest that it transforms in any way, and so you do have that capability. But instead of costing, you know, like the S7 we were talking about earlier from Acer, or the Samsung Ultrabooks that I've been using, or a ThinkPad X whatever, these devices start at like $899 too for an i5 version. The version I'm reviewing is $999. These are not, I mean, they're higher end devices. They're not budget busters, but they're also not $1,500, $1,800, $2,200, which is typically what we see for this kind of device. And so it really is kind of the Stream mentality. How much can you pack in, but applied to, you know, the mid to high end of the market. And it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous device.
This is exciting because, you know, this is the third, I think, really good-looking Windows 8.1 laptop. I have the new Dell XPS, which I love, the Broadwell.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Lenovo did a gorgeous, what is it? I can't remember which one, the X1.
The X1 Carbon, obviously.
Yeah. And this is great.
Yeah, so one of the other big deals here is that they work with Microsoft to make this. This was actually a collaboration.
There you have
and so Gabe All's team, the guys doing Windows, worked with HP on this. And the funny thing from Gabe All was that they've basically made this offer to all PC makers. You know, they want Windows computers, I should say, to be as good as they can be, obviously. And they've offered to work with all of them. They didn't say that none of them have said yes. If there's some group of them, it's a small group, but one of them is HP, and they're the first to come out with an actual machine based on this collaboration. And they have lots of facts and figures about all the improvements they were able to make with, you know, boot time, resume time, battery life, et cetera, et cetera. But this machine is just absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere. I'm really, really happy about this.
Is it a convertible? I'm seeing these weird hinges.
Yeah. Yep.
So that goes all the way around the other side.
But when it's in clamshell mode, no one would ever look at it and say, "Oh, it's a tablet kind of thing."
It looks like a regular laptop.
Yeah. Yep.
Not crazy
there's a lot
about
going
the on-off switch on the side. Acer does that too, and I hit those every time.
Well, so they have to do that because it has that tablet functionality.
Right. Oh, it has to be accessible, of course. Yeah.
I think but the other benefit of that is that you also get hardware volume buttons that aren't on the keyboard. So they're also on the side. They're on the other side. But, you know, this is like anything else. I mean, if this is for a reviewer who's going from machine to machine, you might look at that and say, oh, this is in kind of a weird place. It'd be hard to get used to that. Yeah. You know, if this is your machine, it's just where it is. You just are used to it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's more that I accidentally hit it on the Acer from time to time. And I go,
that's
what happened?
But I think a lot of people spend about 5 minutes scanning the computer looking for the power button.
That's the other one. I do that. But that's every Windows PC because there's no standard, right? It's in all sorts of places.
Yeah, they just like when you open a Windows laptop for the first time, the Benny Hill music should play, so you can just find it. How long is it going to take?
This looks really nice.
It does. It looks like a fantastic machine.
It's
It's good for HP too, right? Because Dell has their flagship. I think the XPS 13, which mine should be showing up here in a couple weeks.
Brad, I love it. It's such a nice system. I can't wait to put
It's going to
Windows
be really
10 on
tough for me. Yeah, it's going to be really tough because I love Paul knows and Mary Jo knows, I love my Acer. I love it to death.
Yes. You have an S7?
Yeah.
How do you feel
do.
about the
Me
power
too. I
plug,
replaced the
though?
S7 with the XPS.
How do you feel about the power cord, which I believe is, what is that, 19 feet long? And then
the thing
some
you may
kind
not
of
know, Paul,
elephant
about
toy.
the power cord.
And
Not only
on
is the power cord terrible, but actually the connection into the laptop is also quite bad.
Yeah.
It's almost like a headphone jack type thing.
I've had it for 2 years, though, without any issues. So at least it
Nor
doesn't,
have I.
Yeah, it doesn't
But
break
when I first pulled that out of the box, I was like,
oh, this is not going to go well. Yeah.
So I'll be curious, Paul, when we go to build later this year, what machine I'm going to take. Because I'm only going to take one. I mean, I don't know. I might take a Surface and the laptop, but I mean, I will take one laptop, and it'll be hard to see if I'm going to take that 13 or if I'm going to take the S7.
I'm going away, to Colorado next week. In fact, I got to talk to you guys about the schedule, unfortunately, because Mary Jo's gone now.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So it's going to be Dr. Pizza and Brad.
Yeah, you never know.
Brad's right here.
And then, but faced with, I want to take one machine. Like right now, this HP is it. I mean, there's absolutely.
Okay, but these bezels are awfully big compared to the, the XPS. It is touch and quad HD is available, but I would think it'd be the XPS would be smaller dimensionally because of the.
It would be, yeah. But there's look, I'm a big person, and so for me, there's something weird about the small size of the XPS 11 that forces me to almost hunch over it. Whereas I realize, the key, it's not like the keyboard's extending out to the the edges of the HP, but there's something about that real estate that just makes it feel more comfortable to me. It's just full sized.
And you'll probably not get the quad HD. I do like it that you can get 1080p in touch, right? That unlike the Dell, because I had to get the quad HD, and it's awfully, as you pointed out, Paul, the touch targets are just too small on the desktop.
Yeah. So, and by the way, this thing gets 12 hours of actual battery life, not 12 hours of EPA rated, baloney.
And that's better than my Dell, I think. That's good.
It's good. The battery life is good.
Nice.